As y'all can see, I'm batch making videos today, and I'm making this video here. I want this video to go out to Diane of Mimi's Life. I saw your video. I have been wondering where you are a few months ago, and I have been going to your channel to see if you had any videos up, and I didn't see any, and I was getting a little worried because they said, and I had you on my mind, and I was praying for you. They tell me when somebody get on your mind to pray for them, so that's what I did. And I was wondering if you were sick then. I've known us here, did a video telling us, about some health things you were going through, and I really thank her for that. And then your granddaughter, I think her name is Layla, I might be wrong. She came on telling us what you were going through and how everything was going. Then I saw your video yesterday. You explained it more, and you were saying that the things going on with your kidneys and everything. Let me tell you how things working with me. Back during when and I might take a pause because I was in between something. Back when in 2022, I was diagnosed with head to toe severe eczema. And I know those of you that's looking at the video are saying, that's a long way from kidney problem. I'm going to get there. Okay? Give me about 10, 15 minutes. Okay, I had real bad eczema. That's why I have some skin off, and it was worse than this, but the Lord had blessed me for the color to come back. And when you see where the light spots, you can see some little light spots here and there. And that's where, I had eczema on my ears, eyes, in my head. I had medical shampoo and all kind of stuff all on the bottom of my feet. Y'all, it was terrible. Then I started swelling and everything. And one day I woke up, one Saturday morning, it was June the 22nd. I woke up on Saturday morning, just like any other Saturday morning, and I got ready to go to the restroom. But I noticed I was struggling trying to talk. I was short of breath and just going on and on. So I went to the restroom, washed my face, brushed my teeth and everything, came back and took my medicine. And my husband and I was talking on Saturday morning. I usually turn QVC on and watch Leah Williams because she has AM Style on Saturday morning. So I usually watch her. And my husband and I was talking. And I was struggling to get the words out to have breath, right? And he asked me what was wrong. And I have a history of asthma, so I told my husband, I said, it might not have been a Saturday morning because the doctor's office is not open on Saturday morning. I said, well, what I'm going to do, when time for the doctor's office to open, excuse me, y'all. I said, I'm going to call the doctor. He said, no, you can get up and get dressed. I'm taking you to the ER. Went to the ER, got checked in. They going through all kind of procedures, checking this out, running this kind of test, doing this and doing that. And then this doctor came in that didn't have such a great bedside manner. He stood in the door, almost in the hallway, to tell me what was going on with me. Blah, 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 blah. Congested heart failure. And I commenced to crying because I thought when anything that goes on with your heart, you dead. I used to say, when your heart get messed up, that's your booty. So I started crying. I got to put my computer battery in, y'all. Plug in. And I started crying, and I have a nerve disorder on the right side of my face called trigeminal neuralgia. My husband telling me, don't cry. You're going to start having the pains in your face. And I'm still struggling, Then I got to the point where at one point my face was swelling. My legs were swelling. I was spending it seemed like every month I was going to the hospital, spending no less than 1 or 2 nights. Then I would go and they would give me medicine to get fluid off me. At one point, they got 12 pounds of fluid. One point, they got 9 pounds of fluid until they were running tests and told me I had a leaky valve, right? Let me plug my computer in. So they got me going to cardiologists, and I went to, I think, 3 different kind of cardiologists. I would see him, and one I went to in Green, but he was telling me what was going on. He was telling me what was going on, what they wanted to do, and my husband was telling the doctor that I didn't have any energy. She can't walk over 10 feet without needing a wheelchair or needing a, y'all, I got to the point I barely could do anything for myself. It was getting hard on my husband, so my daughter came and got me. Her fiance told her, said, quit your job, take care of your mama, I'll pay the bill. And that's what he does. She came to pick me up. At first, I was like, I'm not going with you. I said, and they would come. I won't eat them. I lost a lot of weight. They will come, they will make food and try to get me to eat it. Just using the spoon, putting 2 or 3 spoonfuls of food in my mouth was exhausting, y'all. I couldn't walk 10 feet without feeling like I ran a marathon. I couldn't eat without getting all worn out and tired. I just had to stay laying down or in a recliner. I couldn't do anything. So when my daughter carried me to her house, all of my doctors was in the area, the town that she lived in. So she would carry me to, I had doctor's appointment on top of doctor's appointment. Then I was going to the doctor to get stuff right for my eczema. I was seeing like I would need myself going to doctor's appointment. So they had planned to put a clip on that valve, but they said it was too much, sorry y'all, that wasn't right. Too much COVID in the hospital. They didn't want me to come. So the first time they scheduled it, they couldn't do it, but they wanted to go ahead and get it done. So I was upstairs, my daughter lived in an apartment, so her bedrooms are upstairs. So I was upstairs. She put a TV in there so I can watch TV. I had my tablet, I had my phone. My daughter was fixing food for me. I needed help with my bath. I needed help to get my clothes on. My daughter made me my food, brought it up to me. If her children, anybody that was there, they helped out. And she worked hard. She was coming in there 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, giving me my medicine, putting the oils and stuff on my eczema. And then one day, I had to go to see the doctor for my eczema in Chapel Hill at the teaching hospital. It was just, Chapel Hill got this school over there, School of Medicine, North Carolina University or something. And they got wonderful doctors, y'all. I even been to Duke. So after I left the doctor, they give you paperwork when you leave. And then they did my blood. And then I got a letter a few days later saying, things weren't right with me. And that medical jargon they use. This was going on with my kidneys. That was going on because of my heart, doing this. See your doctor and let him send you to a kidney specialist. Diane, I was going through the same thing you going through with my kidneys when they first said my kidneys weren't doing what they were supposed to do. So I got a little worried. But then I started praying, start worrying. I told people to pray. I asked people to pray. Anybody that can get a prayer through, pray. Pray for me. Send up those timbers. I had people all around praying for me. And so my family doctor, at first he was like, I don't think there's anything wrong with your kidney. Said, we black people, our levels and stuff are a whole lot different than some other races and stuff. But he said, you know what? I could be wrong. I'm gonna send you to, he's gonna send me to, he's gonna get the stuff going so I can go to a doctor, a kidney doctor. So I was going, and they were saying I would take the blood test and everything. And my one of my cardiologists told me, he said, if you get your eczema under control, that will help your heart. And I'm like, what? He said, yeah, because that's constant inflammation your heart can't stand. I'm dealing with the constant inflammation of the eczema, head to toe, severe. If y'all could see, I don't have any of the pictures here, y'all, but I'm gonna try to get the picture. I think there's a video I showed the picture. And I don't think I got any here. But I was going to the doctor. And I was going through the severe eczema. I was going through problem with my heart. I needed a clip put on a valve. Then my rhythm of my heart messed up. Right before I was getting ready to, and a whole lot of stuff happened in between, all of this. But before they got ready to put the clip on, they had gave me another date for the heart surgery. They wanted me to come in. They wanted to run tests to make sure I didn't have a blockage and all that. When my daughter and I got back from that appointment, cause I had to be there like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning for them to run whatever they do, go down your throat, and I don't know, y'all. But anyway, when we got back home, and I told my daughter, I said, I'm going to stay downstairs a little bit, watch TV, sit in the recliner. So she said, okay. She went upstairs and doing what she needed to do up there. I was thirsty, so I'm going to go to the kitchen and get me a drink of water. So when I got up and started to go to the kitchen, I started to pass out. And I got to the kitchen sink, and I held on to the side of the sink, put my hand inside the sink part so I have something to hold on to. And I was frantically calling my daughter. And she would ask me what was wrong. I was telling her, please come down, help me upstairs. She said, what's the matter? I said, I came here. No, I said, I feel like I'm going to pass out. She said, well, come upstairs. Maybe you've been up too long. I said, no, my doctor told me if I get the feeling like I'm going to pass out, that means my blood pressure is bottoming out. Call 911. So she got downstairs. She got the blood pressure machine. She checked my blood pressure. It wouldn't even register. It was too low to even register. It kept saying error. So she called 911. Within a few minutes, they was there. And I kept saying, I feel like I'm going to pass out. So they put me on the stretcher. So just in case I did pass out, which I did, because my daughter said she called me 3 times. I only heard her once. So they got me on the stretcher. They were putting IVs in me. So when I got in there, one of the gentlemen were telling me to lean up. He stuck something on my back, something on my front. The other one was on the bench. He was putting something in the IV. And he said, Miss Sykes, we're going to do something that's going to make you very uncomfortable. They shocked me. Y'all, that was the worst pain I ever felt in my life. I'm going to tell y'all. It knocked I had on some Skechers. And y'all know they kind of like elastic light. They hold on, knocked my shoes off. And I, wearing my compression socks. I always wear my compression socks. And so when I got to the hospital, I was in the trauma center of that hospital. And I stayed in the hospital, I think it was either 9 or 12. I think about 9 days, 7 days, something like that. Anyway, I stayed in the hospital. They were working on me. The doctor came in to check on my, talk to me and tell me, he said, we haven't seen this rhythm in you before. I don't know what triggered this rhythm. And he was telling me about what he wanted to do. Because the one that he did for my rhythm, was supposed to be done before putting the clip on my heart, but the doctor told me I was too frail. I did not weigh enough. I don't think at that time I was barely 100 pounds. Yeah, I went up a skin and bone because I didn't have the energy to eat. I would drink a little bit of water, a little bit of tea. My daughter wasn't giving me coffee, so it was only water and tea or maybe some juice. And I stayed out. When time for me to come home, I knew I had to take it easy. I had to sit. I couldn't overexert, couldn't do anything because the doctor with the rhythm told me, that could happen again. And who's to say if it happened again, if I'll make it through? Because the reason why they shot my heart rate was over 200 and something, y'all. I was headed for a massive stroke or a massive heart attack. And I do believe that when all this happened, that's what it was. I had a heart attack. So they got me straight. I came home from that still, and then make an appointment, see the doctor for my kidneys. And they were saying my kidneys doing the same thing just like you doing, Diane. So just go to your appointment. What I could tell you to do is the same thing I started doing. Drink water after water after water after water. Get those kidneys to flushing. Don't eat a whole lot of stuff that got starches in it or sugar, because your body turned the starch into a sugar. And I went to see the kidney doctor on the 12th of March, because they're looking at your creatinine. So my hemoglobin was good, my creatinine was good, all my levels were good. I just drank. So my kidney doctor told me to drink anywhere from 40 to 60 ounces of water a day. And my family doctor told me today, well, 64 ounces in a gallon, just go ahead and drink a gallon. Y'all, where am I going to put it? But hey, if you got to do it, you got to do it. I was one sick lady. When I started getting my strength back, everybody was like, don't overdo it. So I made sure I was researching what food is good for the kidney, what foods you shouldn't have for the kidneys, what you shouldn't drink. Then the main one thing I was researching about lemon water for your kidneys. Cranberry juice, drink cranberry juice, but make sure it's unsweetened. Don't consume a lot of sugar. Don't eat a lot of junk food. Try to eat healthy salads, spinach, green leafy vegetables. Watermelon is one of the best things you can eat if you got problem with your kidneys. But research, because everybody's case is different. But all I can tell you is what I went through and what I'm going through now. I thank God. The doctor told me the other day my kidneys were filtering good. So just try to eat as healthy as you can. Don't eat a lot of processed food because it's full of salt. There's a young lady on Facebook, her YouTube channel is The Crockett Way. She is a nurse. If you need help, contact her. I know she'll be willing. I have a granddaughter who is a registered nurse. She just graduated during the time when I was sick. And I call her my resident nurse. But if you need somebody to talk to, you can talk to me. I can answer any question you have. If I know what the answer is, I will tell you. I don't gatekeep. Just eat healthy, drink water, get you some unsweetened cranberry juice, research about lemon water and your kidneys. Okay? And I'm praying for you. I'm going to ask my church to put you on our prayer list. And those out there, we're not asking for pity. We're asking for your prayers. And prayers are free. And I know it was almost 3:30. Okay, y'all. But Diane, hang in there like I'm doing. I'm going to see the doctor. I'm doing what expected of me to do. And don't let fear overtake you. Put faith over fear. Don't let fear grip. Don't let fear live in your head. I went through that where I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to face my family. At one point when my skin was so big, I got dark. I started telling my daughter I didn't feel like a human. I felt like a creature. And she kept telling me to stop saying stuff like that about myself because I felt so ugly. I even asked my family, I asked my daughter, do y'all think y'all be better off if I wasn't here? She said, Mama, stop saying that. I had to be pulled back from a long way. Y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know. Everything I was going through was very painful. What I was going through with my skin was very painful. When I got up out my bed, it looked like I was laying in a bed of dried leaves because the skin, the eczema was sloughing off when I would go take a bath and you let the water out. And it looked just like somebody threw mud in the water, but it was so much skin. And my skin had darkened and thickened. My skin had got so thick. When they went to give me was so thick from the eczema, when they went to give me an IV, I barely felt it. I barely felt it. Because there was time when they would have to do an ultrasound on my arm to find my vein because I got a rolling vein, and they would stick me 3 and 4 times. Y'all, I endured a lot of pain, but God, He was by my side. He said, you shall not die. You shall live. You shall live and not die. And Diane, if I can go through it, you can go through it. Yeah, it's hard work. Yeah, you're gonna have to just sit back and take it easy. Eat what you can eat. That you can't eat, don't worry about it. But research what you can eat and what you can't eat. Because, your situation, and I was trying to keep my blood pressure down. So the kidney doctor told me the other day, your problem with your kidney is not because of your blood pressure. It's because of what you're going through with your heart. Your heart won't pumping right. The blood won't get through your system like it was supposed to be. So therefore, your kidney couldn't effectively do its job. So I'm just believing God for a total and complete healing of my kidneys. I believe the same thing for you, Diane. So if y'all can join in and be in prayer with us and for us, I appreciate it, and I know Diane appreciates it. So, Diane, if you want to talk, if you are on Facebook, let me know, and we can get on Messenger to one another. Okay? And if you need to talk about what I've been doing or what I've been going through, maybe something I'm doing can help you. So anyway, I love you. I'm praying for you. And I'm going through the same thing. So you are not alone, honey. You are not alone. We're going through, I've been going through it for 2 years. And the Lord has kept me. He's going to continue to keep me because I believe and I trust Him. Okay, y'all, please like, share, and comment. Until the next one. Bye.